Rain outlines your fate.
Those two look familiar. Ah, it's Ippei and Shinojo! Guess they must be good friends, huh? Anyway, let's go say hi. Hi, Ippei. Hi, Shinojo.
Oh, it's you. Thanks so much for... I was just ordering some clothes when...
You know these two as well?
Yes, they helped me and Master Kamaji out a great deal last time. What about you? How do you know?
Also a chance encounter. Our lady had them...
So we all know each other, huh?
Not exactly. We've only just met. Somehow we ended up on the topic of Master Kamaji and Lady Hiragi's relationship.
It's
Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers those two had a thing. That's old news, though. So...
We have reason to suspect that they'll...
Wow, that's great!
Of course, this is just personal speculation.
I was instructed to place an order for some
They're both preparing for a banquet at the same time. They're both
Lady Hiragi has been in high spirits recently.
This is wonderful news!
What's wrong? Oh, don't mind me. She's...
Right? I think so too.
Yes, but we shouldn't let ourselves get over... Now, if they sent me out to deliver wedding
Shinoju doesn't look like he's taking this...
Sorry, I'm ashamed to be so out of sorts at work. I'm not living up to my...
Are you worried about their wedding?
Not exactly. It's just... everything feels kind of up...
I get what you mean. I really do. We need this wedding...
What should we do? Should we just...
I don't know. That seems a bit rude.
Right! If Ayaka knows...
I don't think it's a...
it's fine. She and Ayaka are practically best buds. There's no...
I see. Then...
Let's go to the Kamisato estate.
No, my sword!
This place impresses me every time I come here.
We'll just wait here. We don't want to cause any
Ayaka wouldn't mind.
Honestly, even if we did come with you, we wouldn't know what to...
All right then. We won't be...
Without looking at the board, you've ruined my strategy in one move. Amazing. Now what should I do next?
Ayaka, Toma, it's us!
Hey guys, it's been a while. If you're looking for my lady, I'm afraid she's not here right now.
Oh? That voice. Toma, would that happen to be the traveler?
Yes.
Greetings, traveler. Ayaka speaks of you constantly. Finally, today is the day. I am head of the Kamisato clan and Yashiro commissioner, Kamisato Ayata. Greetings, both. I have long been indebted to you on my sister's behalf. Ayaka is out today. If you are here
Oh, hi. Your flattering words flatter us. Please excuse the... Well, he seems like a pretty powerful person. He's already working his way up Paimon's lip. Look, as soon as he stands up, the whole atmosphere in the...
You shower me with praise on... There is no need to be quite so formal.
Oh, good. Because that whole spiel was really tiring just now. We heard a rumor that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato are gonna get married soon. Do you know anything about that?
Oh? I wouldn't have thought you'd heard. I see. Well, the head clans of 2 commissions are to become joined through marriage. Since the Yashiro Commission presides over cultural and ceremonial...
Yes. And since the commissions are kind of the fake...
Right! Makes sense. Ah, 2 true lovers
It is. High-profile matrimonial links between 2 commissions are extremely rare.
All right then. I'll be sure to pay them a visit to send the best wishes of the Kamisato clan.
No need.
Huh? But...
This is a marriage between the Kujo clan and the Hiragi clan. The work of the Yashiro Commission is indeed multifarious, but she is presently occupied with other matters. Oh, and would you 2 care to join me? I presume you 2 have a special connection with the individuals in... This being the case, why not come and offer your best...
Oh, it's not as interesting as you make it sound. No special connect. We just agreed to help deliver a letter this one time, that's all. Although wait. All right then.
I cannot thank you enough. Your mere presence...
Wait, you're the Yashi...
Small talk is a chore. Of course. Toma, I'm heading out with my 2 guests now.
not a problem.
Time to act.
Ah, you're finally...
Ah, Yashiro.
They're friends of ours.
So it's true. Well, there we have it.
Great, so our hunch was spot...
It is a little inappropriate for me to have shared news of this magnitude with you. So I would be much obliged.
Don't worry, sir. We...
That puts my mind at ease. Now,
Of course not. I'd be on...
I guess this is where
Aw, cheer up,
I'll try.
Body and mind. Rain outlines your fate.
All right, then. Please
Okay. Thanks, Ippei. I apologize that your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us.
I don't mean to impose, Sir Kujo. I heard the good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance this shall be.
I'm truly honored. I hope the news that
Hey there! We came to congratulate you as well!
since the incident with the Takatsukasa clan, things in the Tenryou Commission, I'm still acclimating to the position of acting head of the clan.
You're far too modest. The public thinks very highly of you.
I'm flattered, but I wouldn't have achieved anything without the support of my people. Thanks to the...
Well, you're certainly making big progress in...
Come on now. Pardon me,
It's perfectly all right. It's a joyous occasion. Lighthearted is exactly how things...
You're right. But I am curious to know, what's your honest opinion on the whole?
Of course not. No doubt people will offer you a colorful variety of opinions.
Indeed I am.
So please be confident. Nevertheless,
Please, go ahead.
You've been working hard to bring the Tenryou Commission in line. This is positive, and no doubt, if you choose now, of all moments, to announce a marriage between the Hiragi and Kujo clans...
Yeah. Couldn't have put it better myself, Sir Kamisato. This Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me having any contact at all with Chisato. So although now may not look like the best timing for this marriage...
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts like this sweet old...
I can see where you're coming from. But you're only postponing the problem, not solving it.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. But since Chisato had the courage to ask me to marry her in spite of... Well, sort of. She raised the idea in a letter, and it's funny actually, because when I formally proposed to her in person,
Huh? Really?
she didn't say. She just acted confused by the whole thing.
Oh.
Anyway, as her boyfriend, I knew she was just pretending, so I played along and said, after making some disgruntled noises about me making a stupid joke, she blushed and said yes.
Okay. So you discussed it and decided...
We did. I guess it was and you know what? I think it was about time. No matter what happens next, I will always be there for her.
Oh, give me a... Sorry, but Paimon's been wanting to say this the whole time. Is it just this dude, or does everyone...
Apologies, my friends. And also to Sir Kami-san.
Far from it. On the no surer evidence could there be of your true feelings. I wish you a joyous wedding when...
Yeah, even if it's kinda irritating to see you all smug like this.
Thank you all. It means a lot.
We have some other business to attend to now.
Very well. I'll see you.
He seems busy. That must be true.
You're right. Kujo Kamaji is on cloud nine. What do you think, Traveler? He chalked it up to her being coy, but it bothers me also. But, unfortunately,
Yeah, how come? Whenever we come across...
I see. In my opinion, we face two obstacles in this case. Firstly, secondly, and more importantly, if we intervene without his blessing...
You do have a point.
Everything in the world is intertwined. What looks like a simple outcome is often the result of multiple conflating reasons. Seeking the full truth would be a long and laborious process. Sort of. I have to take this approach, or my opinion is something like this. When if the outcome is positive, and no one was deceived or harmed in the process, we don't know yet. After all, I have to say, I'm impressed by your ability to zero in on the issue from such a short meeting.
Huh? But Chisato...
Only if we are to take Kujo Kamaji at his I wish to know Hiragi Chisato. Don't worry about it. I was planning to visit the Hiragi clan. If she's as committed as Kujo Kamaji, perhaps they can... Well, life isn't always a smooth...
There is still much to prepare. Should we also invite some At the very... I agree. Ah, hello there, Yashiro Commissioner. To what do we owe the honor on this?
As it happens, I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe Would Lady Hiragi happen...
All ladies entertaining guests right now.
But please, do come in. We will...
Hey! Paimon is not in it!
You misunderstand. We don't wish to impose. Apologies for the interruption while you're busy with preparations. Please, let us know what...
Nonsense, Commissioner. No imposition at all. This wedding, we're merely doing the best we can.
When the time comes, we'll invite everyone in the clan and even the...
That sounds splendid. We'll leave you to it.
Take care, Commissioner.
Seems like you guys talked a lot without actually saying anything.
Hence why I dislike small talk. Our timing was not ideal, but never mind. I spotted a stall on our way over where we can pass the time.
Oh, it's Tomoki!
Ah, it's you. Good. Seems like you're always showing up with a VIP.
Oh? So you know the owner as well?
Yep, we tried his dango milk a while back with...
Ah, I see. I'd caught wind of this dango milk, but I didn't know that it had anything. I always order one of his creative drinks. When I noticed he'd set up shop in Rito, I simply had to come by.
Oh, thanks to you all, my business is finally beginning to take off. More and more people are willing to give my creative cuisine a shot. It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm gonna stick to creative cuisine from now on. On the one hand, I wanted more people to be able to try out my culinary creations. On the other hand, I wanted my customers to experience the joy of being creative too. So I gave it a lot of thought.
Sounds interesting.
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients. As well as dango, I now offer rice cake.
Do they really all go? Hard to imagine.
What if I were to choose some ingredients you don't have?
Well, I guess so. The whole idea was to let my customers express their creativity freely.
Excellent. Lavender melon, seagrass.
What?
I do indeed.
You really think?
It's all about the experience. The taste is traveler.
Sounds like a risky choice. Are you sure?
3 milks with lavender.
No problem. Here, your milk is ready. Give it.
Yep, Justice Paimon.
I think it tastes all right.
Your review seemed pretty positive, but Paimon still thinks there are better combinations.
Taste is your key.
Obviously, tasty food.
Well said. If I could say the same was true for me, yes. No one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve mine, having my sister attend public events in my stead and have.
We're just passing the time here, though, right? Is there any?
1 or 2 things. Let's continue this to. I noticed something before we left the Hiragi clan's residence. No, it was just a small detail. I was curious to know. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are. But.
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the. Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan. But now she plans to marry into the Kujo. But they didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them. These are not unintelligent people. I highly doubt it is because they simply do not realize. I imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders. But keep a close eye on them, Hisa.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
This is one of my most trusted members of the Shumatsuban. He's
merely doing my duty, sir.
Keep a close watch on the clan representatives.
Well received.
Oh, and I almost forgot.
As you wish, sir.
Oh no, poor Toma.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded.
Thank you kindly. Let's go and see Hiragi.
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi.
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not often. You must be so busy. Thank you so much for.
But of course. The Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out. Perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling
This was not an easy decision. I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir. But
sounds like things are pretty.
Yes. But Kamaji has been so supportive.
It sounds like you have some
Yes. In case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs.
Oh!
He charged in all of us. He didn't mince his words. Basically, he has always been a calm and contained person who never acts out of line. But despite all that, what he was saying, he pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan.
It's just 2 families becoming one big family.
Traditionally, in Inazuma, after the wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan.
Precisely. I'm so sorry.
No problem at all. The Yashiro Commission has a duty to listen to you. Now, we heard from Sir Kujo that his decision to tie the knot was... But we've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo...
What? But that was...
Fancy lettering, you say. So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you...
When it comes down to it...
Sir Kujo maintains that the letter was penned by your hand.
Huh?
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust. Who knows? Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy.
I understand. As you say, ultimately, the order, but my position does matter. But now,
Marriage is the most important decision of your life. It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through. I say this as an advocate for you personally, and for the Hiragi clan. To be together with the one you love is a sacred thing. It is my earnest wish that both of you.
I'll take to heart every word you have said to me.
All that matters is that you follow your heart. Since you'll be needing some time to think.
Oh, wait.
Thank you, Lady Hiragi. But, Traveler, let's find.
Hiragi Chisato is on a Hayato, why did you give her such vague suggestions?
I've said everything I can, given the Yashiro Commission's stance. The more I think about it, the stranger this all.
Strange?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible, and if my guess is right, think about this. A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato. When someone's words and actions do not match, you need to infer their. Yes. It's a smart strategy. Far even had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it was, there would have been no. But if the letter were to achieve its goal, as it has so far, with Hiragi Chisato having married into the Kujo clan and the head of the Hiragi clan in prison, challenges to the Hiragi clans. Actually, we have evidence.
Shinoja?
Yes, sir?
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers?
Yes. His name.
As I expected, they cannot afford to let this opportunity pass them by. Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kamaji, but after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo, she began to have.
But why did they suspect?
Someone was eavesdropping on our conversation with.
No way. But Chisato got what you meant.
I think so. But whoever is behind this will not allow. Her stance was so passive that she was easily manipulated, treated like a pawn. Despite all of this, when she formally marries into the Kujo clan, she will lose her title as daughter.
Marriage is such a.
Easier said than done. The perpetrators. We, meanwhile, are out in the open. If we attempt to stop this. At this stage, if the perpetrators wish to maintain control over the situation. But first things first, we must go and rest. Tell me where Shinojo is.
Release Shinojo this instant!
Stop this at once.
It's the Yashiro Commissioner. Well, we take orders from our...
Really? Then please.
Who goes there? Soldiers!
Not now. Boom boom!
Get them!
Cross over! The night is cold, cold. Mine to command.
Rain cutter.
I've lost.
Blast. We must report to Master right away.
Hey, get back!
No need to follow them. We need bait to catch the fish anyway. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. But...
What the? It's a tanuki? Oh,
let's follow it and see.
Come with me.
Thank you. It was terrifying. They said they were gonna... Oh, wait! You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of a scheme.
Calm down, Shinojo.
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility. And so far, those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next move...
Yashiro Commissioner,
This situation has consequences for the whole Tri-Commission. The almighty Shogun has always despised these pathetic power games. Shinojo, don't return to your post yet, Traveler. Paimon.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner, I hear you showed up here with no explanation. You wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret...
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. Shinojo may be your retainer, but the law doesn't...
Abuse! Nonsense. Out of nowhere, a low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start, I dare say.
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the...
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this... Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter we are, and always will be. Her loyalty and duty are our guiding principles. Not only did this guard show even if we put it down to a rare moment of impulsivity. I have to say, I'm surprised to see one of such noble standing as yourself rushing to his defense.
Darn it! This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
Funny. I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you. For instance, a merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what... You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever. The reason they give is this.
I say, Yashiro Commissioner, are you here simply to...
Far from it. In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made up of honor. It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and
Yashiro Commissioner, please don't...
The evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? I have a... Ugh, dear me. I can't believe the grandma... You studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now. In your years of service to the Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people around you, you have also let your... I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura.
This is at most a Kanjo Commission. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro Commission. I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Kanjo Commission and Tenryo Commission. So you come here with an elaborate excuse to...
So, that's how you view it.
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is... The notices have already been sent out. Most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi... Once the notices go out, that's it. So suddenly...
I had expected you to at least be smarter than most.
Kami-sato,
You've made your move.
What do you mean?
Do you seriously think this marriage will... Isn't it at all possible that the Kanjo Commission... Goodness me. Well...
Hey! What was all that?
They had their scheme. But fortunately, I was prepared. Let's see how things are in Inazuma City.
Look at this. The dog.
Sounds like an all-around...
For sure. I'm just surprised.
Good luck to them, I say.
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
It's still too early to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no return. However, we can still beat them at their own game. But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help us.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced. It seems so sudden.
Yeah, about that.
I see. So someone...
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting...
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, or to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need you. I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person. I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being for the sake of marrying you. This wonderful woman will become... Are you really okay with...
I love her with all my heart, and that's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated. Yashiro, Commissioner, you're right. But it's too late now, isn't it? There are no...
I have a plan. But, Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must... Are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt decree, the only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because... And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission, to marry her and bring her out of the Kanjo. Once that is achieved, as the...
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage of the...
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position. By doing so, we can even strengthen her... Once our adversaries realize how the network of connections behind the scenes, then we simply leave them to click...
Got it. So the network of connection...
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the... Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. No, in that case... He will almost certainly have placed informants throughout. Sir Kujo, there... It's almost time. My ninja has located... That person is one of Matsura's and let's follow him. Beak.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
That person is one of them. Let's follow him.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
The Tenryo Commission has sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding. I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on? I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious.
The news is spreading fast, but it appears Master's fears may be well placed. There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride. I have to investigate.
He ran off!
As expected. Let's follow him.
Wow! It's like...
Excuse me, has something happened? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's...
Please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead.
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi. Not just us, either. You'll see more Tenryo Commission members. Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the highest regard, and wants to treat her...
I understand. Sorry. Drat. It's exactly as Master feels. They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, I must tell Master right away.
He ran off again!
That should do it. The seeds have been sown. In this atmosphere, now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment. The calm before the...
Are they really gonna own up and apologize? Just...
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan and I have some other business to attend to. So, in any case, we've made our move. Well then, goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really gonna turn up? Paimon too!
These people from the Tenryo Commission have...
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi.
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her.
Shh, stay quiet.
Oh, right.
Hello. How may I help? We arrived here 2 days ago to escort. Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, the Hiragi, since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until we apologize. It was not our intention to stay here. We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's lives. We can if this stalemate continues, who knows?
How much longer does your master—
I have no idea. We're stuck in— Master's been very on edge these past few days. He gets irate over this— I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do? I've told—
Yeah, good advice. If Lady Hiragi is really taken away, then what will the—
maybe we should tell Master to—
Hiragi Chisato is now at the center of every conversation in Rito. By now, the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks?
Oh, Traveler, I assume you've heard about everything.
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened?
After the Tenryou Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. I never would have thought that this was Sir Kami's— I'm sorry. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. Maybe everything would be— I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think. I didn't feel reassured at all. I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. This is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future. I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of— but that's not the answer I'm looking for. And—
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a second. You... Wait, what do you think you're doing here?
Calm down. They're my friends.
Friends? Lady Hiragi, I told you already, you are extremely important to us, and to the entire— Who's to say they don't have a—
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out—
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately. Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. The present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated. This is not an order. All I need you to do is—
Understood, my lady.
Good job, Chisato.
I was so nervous. But I thought things are— Yes, well, let's wait and see.
We had a serious discussion, and in all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. I'm so sorry. My actions were Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake— I suppose you're right. The only person who can change the Tenryou Commission's mind will head off to the Kamisato estate shortly. And Lady Hiragi, might I ask you to join us? By the way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me. Yashiro, Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryou— I realize I've greatly offended you with my atrocious act—
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. So, please.
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to always support her. So, would it be at all possible for—
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed. To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency.
We will take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference. We'll do everything we can to minimize the impact.
Master But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first. If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. If we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant, and as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all.
Yes!
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you.
I understand. Thank you for—
All right, you ought to return now.
Okay, then please excuse me.
Ah, yes, Lady Hiragi. I have something to—
Oh? What? Sir Kamisato, you became a complete—
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me, but now—
Oh, please.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through and— My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave— My mother loved him dearly. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Yashiro Commission. Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. It may sound preposterous now.
Pretty—
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. Fortunately,
I think I now know where my sense of law— Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me in a way that no one else did. I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over—
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so—
That's it. The situation when his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blood. It is time for me—
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, it might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal—
And I'm sure I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the— This puts less pressure on Kamaji, and means I can support and protect myself.
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt.
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am great now. If you'll excuse me, I have a lot—
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm confident—
Yes. In fact, my recent experience suggests the same. Thank you once again.
She really has the air of a leader now. Hats off to you too, sir.
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game. Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted.
Even so, Paimon could never— Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that Chisato has decided—
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. Perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. But human desire will always be a factor in the— All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. I think dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and unfamiliar—
There were so many things at play over this one wedding! Wait a second! You—
I thought straight away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, everything I said— If you choose to give up your stance on something once, I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't Now, she has the chance to become her own.
Okay then, guess we'll have to wait and see.
All right. Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both.
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor detail.
Didn't you like it? I distinctly remember you saying you are quite partial to exotic—
Oh!
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure she's made a great impression on you.
The traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had she... It wouldn't have been so easy to get...
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on...
Naturally. Ah, yes. Now that we're both...